Hey, what's up YouTube? Welcome back to Pretty Brown Vegan, the place for plant-based comfort foods. In today's video, I will be showing you guys how I made this fire vegan Cajun pasta with these yummy vegan oyster mushrooms on top. This was so satisfying and so bomb, like so good. If you guys are interested, stay tuned. I'll show you guys how I made it. If you're new here, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and that notification bell so that you don't miss out on any future uploads. We're gonna go ahead and get started by getting right into seasoning these oyster mushrooms. I did split the caps from the stems and I broke the stems up into some shreds here in 2 separate bowls. And I'm gonna go ahead and season these up. I also hit these with a little bit of oil so that the seasoning sticks to them as well, which you guys will see in my next clip when I show you how I season the stem portion. So just go ahead and get that seasoned up with a teaspoon of oil or so and toss it in all of these seasonings that I'm showing you here. I love oyster mushrooms. They are a perfect stand-in for meat. It's an awesome plant-based meat substitute, so fulfilling and too bomb, especially if you season them and cook them properly. So we're just gonna go ahead and load these up with some good old seasonings before we hit them in the skillet with a little bit of oil and butter. So now that we got those nice and seasoned, like I said, I'm putting in a little bit of oil and butter in a skillet. I do use the Country Crock plant butter. I prefer the avocado oil one, but any one of those or any other plant butter will work. That's just my personal fave. So we're just gonna go ahead and melt that butter down, and then we're gonna go ahead and cook the caps and the stems separately here in the skillet or the large pot, whatever you guys are using. You guys will see me do that. And I just go ahead and cook them until they start to brown a little bit and get a lightly crisp little edge going on with them. So just go ahead and make sure they're well cooked. Once we're done with that, we're gonna set them aside and get working on our Cajun pasta sauce. So you guys will see me just go ahead and cook these down a bit and go from there. Boom, so the stems are a little bit brown. They got a little bit of a crispiness going on, just a little bit. You still wanna have them tender, but have a little bit of crisp going on. I add in another little dash of butter before I go ahead and cook up the caps, if you will. To save some time, you could probably just cook them together at the same time, but I just want to make sure that each piece has a nice little brown crisp on it so that everything, is good when you're topping on the pasta. So I just want to make sure they all have room to get brown and get a little crisp on the edge. So just go ahead and work those in the skillet until, like I said, they have a nice little crisp edge on them. And then it's okay if you have a little bit of bits and pieces sticking to the bottom of your skillet, because that's going to be a great base for the sauce. So just go ahead, we're going to be using the same pot for the entire duration of the process. So like I said, all of those sticky bits on the bottom of the pot, that's flavor, baby. So we're going to go ahead and put in some garlic paste. Also going to use some basil paste as well, which you guys will see. And I also will be using some tomato paste. This is going to be the base. And then we're going to go ahead and come in with some coconut milk in a bit. So just go ahead and mix all of that up until they're all combined. And then we're gonna come in with our coconut milk. I do use this whole can. And this is full fat, unsweetened coconut milk. So my little spatula was a little soft, so I came in here with something with a little bit more firmness to it to make sure I get all of that stuck bits on the bottom of the pot going and mixed into the sauce. So I just came in and scraped the bottom of the pot to make sure that all of those flavors are incorporated into the sauce. So I'm just going to go ahead and stir that up again. And you see all of the steam coming off here. It's ready to go for our cheese. I'm gonna come in with our Violife Parmesan cheese, and I'm gonna shred that cheese right into the pot. I use a generous amount of cheese, maybe a cup or so. I love cheese, and it just makes the sauce like thick and just so good. So shred as much cheese as you desire into the pot, and then we're gonna go ahead and stir that together until all of the cheese is melted and everything is well combined. So once we have that incorporated, we're going to go ahead and add in some freshly chopped parsley as well as some spinach. And we're going to mix all of that together until it's well combined and the spinach starts to wilt down a bit. I did also come back in with a little bit more seasoning as well. The same seasonings that I hit the mushrooms with at the start of the video, I put a little bit of extra of that into the sauce. And I also will come in here with some Italian seasoning as well. Searching for someone to satisfy my every need. Won't you be my inspiration? Be the real love that I need. I'm searching for. So here we are with some Italian seasoning. I do season everything that I cook to taste. I just season until it feels right. So I will put some suggestions in the recipe that I will link down below. There will be a full link for this recipe down below in the description box, as well as some of my recent uploads that you guys have been waiting on recipes for. I have all those uploaded to my blog, so check the link in the description box for that. But yes, everything is seasoned to taste. I just season till it feels right, and sometimes if you ain't sneezing, baby, it ain't seasoned. So, and then here I come in with a little bit more cheese. I just feel like it just needed that little bit of extra cheesiness going on. So just go ahead and mix all of that together until the cheese melts and everything is well combined. And look at that sauce. It's giving flavorful. It's giving delicious. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and come in with our cooked pasta of choice. I just got this organic pasta from like Trader Joe's, but I just thought it was cute. So, whatever pasta you're feeling, just go ahead and stir it into the sauce here. And that's it, baby. Super easy, super good, and so bomb. Like, this is one of the best pasta dishes that I've come out with to date. Like, no lie, it was so bomb, especially with these oyster mushrooms. Like, oyster mushrooms are officially my new plant-based meat stand-in. So we will be having a lot more oyster mushroom recipes coming on the channel. But just go ahead and give that a toss until everything is well combined and incorporated. We're going to plate this up with those oyster mushrooms on top. Look at that. I did go ahead and squeeze a little bit of lemon juice on top of that, but that's completely optional. Of course, I have to serve it with some extra cheese on top, a little bit of extra parsley on top as well before we go ahead and dig in. And then I did also reserve some of that sauce on the side. I decided, just make it a little bit more saucy. So I put some extra sauce on top of this here before I did officially dig in, because I said, a little more sauce, make it a little more good. So just go ahead and drizzle some extra sauce on top. But that's it. Super easy, super bomb. If you guys enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up. Make sure you are subscribed and you hit that notification bell. Thank you so much for watching, guys.